This is Rob Temple for Boxing Social. Delighted as always to be joined by former world super middleweight champion St George Groves. We're here in Riyadh at the Ruiz-Joshua 2 weigh-in. George, looking very cool in your shades.
Thank you very much, man. I was going to say you look very cool with your beard because it's come on leaps and bounds. I mean, it's massive. Have you been growing it particularly for Saudi or Christmas? Was Santa job maybe on the horizon or something? I don't know. Tell me.
I got a beard transplant with Connor.
Did you? Yeah. I mean, every now and again. Never know, maybe a hair transplant might be a good idea. I mean, I've sort of come, a couple of people have said, wow, look, you've had a hair transplant. I'm giving nothing away.
We're back here in Saudi Arabia. First time you've been back since your last fight. How does it feel to be back in Saudi Arabia?
Actually, I come here quite often.
Do you?
I've been here a lot. No, it's nice. My first time back since Saudi, and it's nice to be back. I mean, I've got to be honest. The last time I was here, I didn't get to see anything. I mean, I don't really plan to go on tours or anything this week. But it's a bit embarrassing for me to say, well, I have no recollection of the first fight. You know, wasn't really in a great place before I got here. I was stressed out about coming here, and fight week, I just tried to I wanted it to just go as fastly as possible. Packed my bags to go home before the fight. I knew that was a bad omen, but I did that because we had an early flight next morning. I'm used to being in hospital with a dislocated shoulder or something, so I thought, all right, I can't pack my bag with one arm. I'm gonna pack my bag, get home, and that was it. Literally, I think the biggest smile I had all week was when we finally got on the plane and landed back in Heathrow. So it's nice now to come out here. I believe this is quite different from Jeddah. So where are we at? Sorry, Riyadh here. Seems, I don't know if they're just a bit more liberal for the fight, or if they're just more liberal in general. Lots of women walking around who ain't covered, like don't have their hair covered, stuff like that. So you know, when we was in Jeddah, again, it was supposed to be pretty cool, but we didn't see any women who wasn't covered up, and you know, I've got a lot of naff tattoos on my arm that I like to keep covered and stuff like that. So it's long sleeves and stuff like that. It seems okay. It seems lovely. People are always very friendly. Like you don't. No one's disputing that. The people are very friendly. They're very pleased to have us here. I think it's going to be a massive fight, monster fight. I haven't seen the arena, but everyone who's been there says it is fantastic. Open air, but apparently it's going to be quite cold come ring walk time. So good.
What kind of atmosphere are we expecting? What was the atmosphere like when you boxed Callum Smith?
Yeah, well, it was a bit weird. Because obviously I'd gone from like a real intense, great atmosphere at the Manchester Arena against Eubank Jr., where a really hyped crowd, people really invested in the fight, really interested in the fight. You know, at the time it sort of come around where I was sort of like, you know, up on top, and Eubank was struggling a bit, but in terms of popularity. So and it was great, and the shoulder went, and everything else was a dramatic fight. And then come to Saudi, and it was a bit rowdy. It wasn't as rowdy as I hoped, but yeah, the arena was full, but you don't recognise any faces. They're not boxing fans. They don't know when to cheer, when not to. They're not really interested. I can't say that they all had their phones out filming it, because I didn't see anything on social media after. But I don't know. I didn't really. You wouldn't say this is wow. What an occasion! What a crowd! I can't wait to be back. And I can imagine the same again this weekend. It's not going to be boxing fans. There's sporadic, a couple of rogue British boxing fans out here, but not that many.
Right, you've got to go and do Sky, so give me a quick prediction, very, very quick, as in one sentence quick.
Joshua will win if he doesn't fuck it up.
George Groves, thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social.
Thank you. Cheers, Rob.
Cheers, mate.